We're live. Yay!
Quick, put your clothes on.
Damn, I just put them off. That's no fun. I'll probably get some comments then thrown my way. You really need to see this. You really need to see this. He was talking about you again.
You bastard.
Yeah, of course.
I've got a folder called the I don't give a fuck folder. All that shit gets filed up there. I don't give a fuck. I got better things to worry about. Like, make sure I don't get shit on my hands when I wipe my ass. That rate's higher than those people.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna share this.
you got boobs?
No, it's a video of a dragon wagon with a honey tank on the back, driving.
I'm more interested in boobs.
Yeah, I know, but I can't share boobs on Facebook.
Well, you could
Yes, you can.
just get in trouble.
True.
You can do anything you want, buddy. You just have to acknowledge the fact that there might be consequences. Doesn't mean you can't do it. I can do and say anything that I want, as long as I don't worry about the consequences.
Or you deal with the consequences.
Or just don't give a fuck.
Especially that one.
Called the internet. Land of the free. Home of the not brave. There's no brave people on the internet.
Well, everybody's brave on the internet.
No, they're not. Bunch of fucking cowardly keyboard warriors, buddy.
I just think they are.
They're still brave on the internet, but as soon as they leave the internet, oh boy.
Hello.
Who's that?
Hey, Mark.
Hi.
Evening. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Does anybody know somebody that would have used the alias Peter Jefferson at any point?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Not familiar.
Why?
Because I'm trying to find them.
Oh. In a good way or in a bad way?
Well, good way for me, bad way for them.
Oh, then I'm gonna help. No, doesn't ring a bell at all.
No. I thought it was just a gamble, just going around the different groups and seeing whether anybody's, knows that name. Because sometimes people, when they use aliases, it's some people are not very bright, are they? They'll use a friend's name or something.
Give me a second.
I will find them. So I was speaking to Mickey Nodes last night.
Yeah. There's no Peter Jefferson in the prop.
No, it's no, the name's been deleted now. The name was just used to cause some trouble last night.
What did Mickey have to tell?
No, not really. If we speak, I was speaking to him most of the night. He'd come in and hang out. But
I don't even think he lives during the day.
He's a
um,
vampire.
You mean Mickey does hangouts other than ours? Oh,
and so he says that I probably he thinks that I probably misunderstood. What?
Honestly, I wouldn't know because I have no clue what you're talking about. Being honestly. So what happened then?
What, last night?
Yeah.
You know that I run a I'm trying to start up a group.
Yeah, Misfits +1.
Yeah. Well, it's aggravated one group in particular, Smooth's.
Yeah, Smooth workshop
Yeah.
thingy. Yeah.
He's a pathetic arsehole, and he's a nobody, but he's took it upon himself to try and cause me as much grief as possible.
Who, Smooth himself?
Well, him and his cohorts.
Okay. I know him, so from a while back.
isn't
Yeah.
Smooth that Scottish fella?
Yeah, the biker.
Yeah, he's not. He's a fucking prick.
I take that personal when you call somebody a prick.
I forgot we're live, aren't we?
Yep.
Well, we're all pricks.
We're all pricks. You have to deserve to be a
Except
prick.
the king prick.
So he took it
that.
upon himself to cause me a load of grief. And last night, we think it's two of his team, if you like. We think we know who it is, but I'm not going to say. Came into the hangout, started to cause a little bit of trouble. And Angela, my wife, runs the chat. She does the chat. And they started to have a go at her. And
That's not
then
good.
they started bullying her, basically, because she was bullied as she's been bullied all her life through one channel and one way or another. And it really upset her. So she's ditched the hobby completely.
Yeah, but going after somebody's missus or whatever, or bullying at all, there's no excuse for that whatsoever.
Yeah,
No matter what reason.
You don't touch the kids. Ever. That's
No, that's definitely no. If you even dare going there, yeah, happy for
no matter how much I hate a person, I don't touch their kids. I don't touch their wives.
Yeah. So I mean,
no going there.
So they launched this little attack, if you like. Angela got all upset. She was crying, and this was all happening live on the hangout. And I was, we were just disgusted by it. And I left it initially. I left it. I never said anything. I was gonna, but I was told not to at the last minute. I was told to back off and just leave it. But I've thought about it all night, and I don't think they should get away with this.
Well, just make sure you keep that video, because the comments are now always, they come back as well with the video.
Well, the thing is, see, at first we thought it might just be somebody random, just trolling or whatever. But then we went to look into this Peter Jefferson, and his account was deleted the minute he left our hangout. There was 2 of them. And the thing is, all his posts have gone as well.
I guess that doesn't ring a bell at all. I could also think of a different group who might have something to do with it.
I don't think they would do that.
Push them hard enough?
No,
Especially on an alias?
I don't think you can push them that hard for them to do
there's
no, him, not him. But
yeah, there's one member in that group that I would say would do it, and I am aware of that.
Oh, well, Paul's a floating turd in the bowl, but he would never stoop to that depth. It would never happen.
no, definitely not Paul himself.
No.
I don't know the other guys, so
No. That's for him as well. That's off limits as far as I know.
he wouldn't do
No, but you don't know what's floating around. Who would be able to do it, and
No, I
seeing
think
that
it's
Mark
from-
also has bad experience with them, and you never know. It could be. I don't say it will be. I said it could be.
Yeah.
I know those shitty people over there at the critique group they're definitely capable of doing
I
Yeah.
thought,
no compunction of doing something like that.
but the thing is, I've had very little to do with that.
He's not smart enough to get a different account.
I've had nothing to do with, and I get on fairly well with them. I've got fairly good. I don't rattle their cage or anything like that. I'm always respectful.
Lie there and pretend to be dead then. They attack everybody. Those guys are the shittiest people I've ever encountered in my entire life.
Give me a cage.
So I don't know, but
Examples of humanity I've ever encountered. Those people, fucking awful people.
Where did I put my super glue?
It's like an entire group dedicated to people. I've never seen anything like it. They're an offense to humanity.
yeah. I mean, we set up Misfits. It's because it's for people that have got mental health issues as well, that probably don't fit in other groups.
Problem with me is I don't want to fit in a group. I don't like groups. I'm not even in this one. I'm only here because I like Sun, and I kind of like Ian.
Kind of. All right, thanks.
Ian makes me kind of the right kind of shamed because he's better than I am. He keeps me honest.
Oh God, that makes me feel bad. I'm your conscience.
Yep, you're my conscience. I keep my skills honest.
My shoulders weigh heavy with the responsibility.
I don't do cliques. I don't do groups. I only hang out with people that I want to hang out with. When I decide I'm done with that, I fucking leave. I don't make excuses for it. I don't fucking feel bad for it. I don't feel guilt for it. I just say, you know what? I can't get along with you people anymore, and I just walk. Not my place to fix anybody.
Just build models, fuck everyone else, and then get involved with them. That's my advice.
The only thing I can do is manage myself. I have no intention of changing anybody or fixing anybody, so I leave. When things start to taste funny, I just go. I've done it many, many times. It just so happens that this group of assholes is my kind of assholes. They put up with shit on me.
Where's that cutter you've got there? I've never seen one of them before.
This? It's called the Chopper. I bought it from. Where did I get this from?
M&M? Or what's it called there in America? M&B?
What's the name of that? Shit. Stop saying names and I'll remember. Fuck. That big one there in the U.S. that sells railroad crap. Damn it.
Come on, Mike, you know.
I can't freaking remember. It's a huge.
You see in there?
You're getting old. When? Damn. I'll tell you. Just give me a second. I got it in the States. I think you can buy it on eBay, though. You just Google the Chopper.
Is it not written on it?
That's right there. It's the Chopper.
That's
There's a
just
large one.
what it is.
Well, shit, it is. I just found it on Amazon.com. That's in the U.S., though. I don't know if that'll be of any use. Stuff with the pop-ups. That's the big one. I found on
I
there.
got this come through the other day, which I don't know whether many of you have seen this. I think it's just come out. I'm not sure.
Oh,
The
that's a track layer from
the
Trumpeter.
Trumpeter track maker. It's a good bit of kit, actually.
I just take a couple of these popsicle sticks and tape them to my bench.
I was going to say, there's mine. 12-inch steel rule.
So what are you making there? What is that a frame for?
This? I'm building that.
Sorry.
And that's for you, Seb. And that one too, just in case you didn't get the first one. It's all your fault. It's fucking 35 centimeters by 10.5 centimeters.
And it's only half of the picture.
It's just the front. This is just the front.
Damn.
Fuck you and your fucking fucker.
Don't you ever let me dare you again.
No, I won't. I'll let you dare me in.
But I'm not stupid enough.
You just say I was stupid.
No.
You just said I was stupid.
I said I'm not stupid enough.
Yes, but by that statement, you included me.
You can read whatever you want to read into that. That's your decision.
I happen to be in the current state of thought.
Well,
You didn't call me stupid.
well, you're that way stupid enough to give yourself the next dare.
Well, I was stupid enough to look at the photograph that you sent and then go, "Oh, fuck me, that's great."
No, but I mean the next diorama, you dared yourself.
Yeah.
The one with the burning TV.
Yeah, but that one's only little.
Yeah.
That one's only little.
It depends on the angle you look at it.
Yeah.
We'll make it big for you.
It'd be cool if I could build it in time for the Curse group build, but it's
That's not gonna happen.
I can't get the kits in time. By the time they get here, and by the time I get it built, the group will be over.
There weren't any takers on my dare today, then.
Oh, you're still not even done with your bridge.
Yeah, I do recall you being dared to build that nice bridge in Africa that you still haven't finished.
Dared? I wasn't dared to build that. I decided to build that. No, you dared me to build.
Both dared you.
You dared me to finish off your bridge.
Yes. Yes, I did.
No, I dared you to build that one with the on his ass or on its front.
Yeah,
Sherman
I
with
said,
the
fuck
crew.
off.
And no, you said that's too easy until I said, well, I got a 1/6 Sherman in mind for that.
That would be something, wouldn't it? My neighbour's got the barrel sticking through their TV.
3D TV. Now, why? Yeah. How about this for a camo scheme?
I dare you.
Yeah.
I fucking dare you.
It's a North African scheme.
Show it again, I missed it.
It's a bit of an odd
Here
one.
it is. I don't know if you...
Counter.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, is it sharp? That sharp lines?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite easy to do that. I've done it on a Matilda and I did it
Yeah,
on
let's
that.
do it on the front of a truck.
Pain in the butt
Vickers.
to mask that. Especially over curved surfaces.
Like fenders.
Uh-huh. Headlights,
Right.
fuel tanks, exhausts.
Which truck's that?
That's the recovery tractor.
So is that one of the samples? Is that what that mystery package was?
Yeah.
The Thunder Models one?
Yeah.
They based in Ireland, aren't
There's yeah, their seller is based in Ireland.
Don't UMP supply them? Aren't they?
Aye. This is quality.
Oh yeah, but I thought UMP were a retailer for them.
No.
Who's that? Is that no? That's
This is from the model. This can be UMP because this is armor.
right.
And
So
armor for
what-
idiots. Remember?
They used to sell tack.
They had what was the plane kits from Scandinavia?
And tack them.
Yeah, but that was only shortly, isn't it?
I don't know.
Can't remember now.
Me neither.
They bought that god awful rat kit. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Good
Can you
evening.
hear me?
Michael.
Is it-
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, good. I'm amazed it works.
They have 10 model and Turangus.
That's it. Yeah. Tarangas.
You got a new headset there, Michael.
No, it's not new.
Oh, you just never used it before.
You look like Tom Cruise.
It doesn't work properly, actually. Like the microphone
Okay.
here doesn't work.
Right. Hopefully I'm not
Guess he's too tall for Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
to get
Everybody's too tall for Tom Cruise.
Including his wife.
Yeah. And she is 60.
Oh, Kevin wasn't too tall.
What's everyone working on tonight?
Don't know yet.
Oh, you have a scannel there.
Yes. Just got it in.
He's just built one or two. You're going to build another one, are you?
I built one. I'm working on a second. This is third, and I got 4 and 5 upstairs.
You got a scamble addiction or something? Or? There might be a cream for that or something.
You're just jealous.
Not
Hey,
really.
they got a new type of photo etch. Interesting. It actually looks like photo etch.
What did you expect it to look like? Elephant foreskin?
No, you see the two colors? I don't know if you can see.
No. Because
You know far too much
And,
about elephants.
they have
Central
first the coppery color, like underneath,
that's because it's been burnished.
and nowadays it's all that golden color.
Yeah, it's been burnished. They etched it with acid.
Ah, well, they didn't do that anymore then.
No, they do it to achieve texture on the plate and stuff, or to thin it out for a hinge, or so you can do rounded surfaces on a flat plate.
The previous two kits was all that color.
Well, they may not have known they could do that, or there might be just a new advancement. I don't know.
I think I have the other one next to my feet somewhere. Oh no, it's behind me on the table. And it should be in there. Because this is how it used to look. Just all this color.
Yeah.
That coppery. It's not the golden color that you used to, but the reddish.
Well, the reddish is just they etch it a bit so that it's a bit thinner, and they also do it to add surface texture to it.
could continue this, or I could paint that, 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 or I could paint.
You finish that diorama for Italy, or the snow diorama with the tiger.
Yeah, but that means painting figures, and that's
Shit.
yeah, exactly. That's shit.
Emergency.
I forgot to open the chat window. Ah! Oh, it doesn't half work again. At me.
I nearly managed to do it without any mess. Maybe next time.
Oh, okay. What's the time now? Oh, he just in. Hey, hello. I want to see everything. Smoo is in chat, and he says, interesting comments, by the way. I had nothing to do with last night. I did have a fallout with Mark last Wednesday. I had nothing to do with Wednesday this week. Was distressing to watch. If you want my opinion, some other group has piggybacked on the argument from last week, knowing they stir shit Mark would think it was me. I can assure you I wasn't.
Right. Well, if that's the case, Smoo, I apologise. But I am going to find out who it is. And at the moment, I'll be honest, it points to Mike Mountain as one. And
He also says it's upsetting. No clue what that means, to be honest. Sorry. For me being accused of something I didn't do and upsetting for Mark and Angela.
right. So anyway, this is. I'm not going to intrude on bringing it into Seb's hangout, but if I'm wrong, I apologise, and I will apologise. But I need to find out who it was because what they done was bang out of order. I'm not going to put up with it. Anyway, now I'm covered in blue paint.
Better than blue waffles.
Blue what?
Always the blue.
Blue waffles.
Don't Google that.
You're too nice, Mike.
I'm just protecting the young people.
I've never been called young for a long time, thanks.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to people watching.
All right.
Sometimes there's young, impressionable people like Hendrik.
You made me do it.
Hendrik might be watching. You don't want to corrupt.
I'm actually intrigued now. I feel I'm going to have to.
Oh,
Okay.
you don't
Just do
want
it.
to do it.
Just let him.
Right,
let him-
take it off fair, Seb. Take it off fair.
Don't
No.
do it. Just take it as said. Don't do it. You'll never actually be the same after seeing it. Never, ever Google blue waffle. Of course, it's like, the big red button on the bridges of the Enterprise. You got to press it. I gotta Google blue waffle. I gotta Google blue waffle.
Close.
I do not accept any responsibility for damage
done to your eyes or brain.
Nope.
Hey, Mark, Adam is in chat as well. There's people out there that just want to cause shit and can be surprising from where and from who, for sure. Always leads nothing but more
Randall, the
animosity.
Soulless, and the Braveless, and fucking internet armchair warriors, fucking drama queens. Who fucking cares? It's all fucking choking down.
Yeah, I'm.
The way to avoid them is to stay offline.
I'm probably.
I just used to hang out with them online. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm
Right?
probably just,
Right? Who gives a shit what anyone thinks about it?
Hey, bye.
Hey, bye.
Anyway.
Anyway. Hey, stay where you're doing. I'll come over here. How's your belly by the pig bitches?
Right, I've got to go and clean it.
Do this differently.
I've got to go and clean it. So, see you guys.
Okay. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Then there was 4.
How come you're joining on a Friday evening, Michael?
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Oh, normally I'm just totally tired, but today I don't know why. maybe it was because Tuesday was a public holiday here, so the week was short. And I just feel better. I just feel like, being awake. So, when I have the opportunity, I join, of course.
Well,
cool. Yeah.
So that's what happened.
oh, good plan. I can think of a few people that might, but we don't give a shit about that.
But there's, of course, another hangout somewhere.
You're bringing me all in trouble, you, with your pictures.
Huh?
Apparently, I'm in trouble now.
You're in trouble.
Yes.
You're always in trouble, and you like it.
Shh.
Anyway, so many hangouts these days, but I still choose to join this one.
As far as I'm concerned, this is the only one. It's the only hangout I ever joined.
Yeah, sure, but there are others. Generally speaking.
There are others?
I think I joined one of Red Dragon's once, a long time ago. That was the only other hangout we were there.
Okay.
Yeah, Ian, the truth is out there.
And I caught shit for it, too.
Really? Wasting my time. There are others?
By you guys. You guys
Really?
kicked shit for doing it.
Only when if you were sucking up to him.
No, I don't suck up to anybody. I don't even apologize.
Well, if there's
Only
nothing
if
to
I'm wrong.
apologize, well,
Even when I'm right, I'm wrong. So I gave up apologizing a long time.
Even if you're wrong, you're right. That's the way you mean it.
No. Even when I'm wrong, even when I'm right, I'm still wrong.
No, you're always wrong.
It's called being married.
Yeah, that's true.
I gave up apologizing for everything a long time ago.
Just say sorry.
isn't
No,
it
sorry.
like they say in a partnership, you have to be more annoying than your partner, and then it works. Like that kind of thing.
I'm guessing he doesn't have a problem with that.
But like it applies to any partner thing, like co-workers, everything.
Never scratch your face after using CA glue because now I have CA glue on my ears.
Now you have a
Sounds
finger on your
horrible.
forehead.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam.
Hello,
Hello.
Hey, Adam.
I'm an angry modeler.
Yay, the angry modelers here.
Fucking sit and vanish. God damn it.
Well, that was your bloody fault, wasn't it, you plunker?
Yeah.
Did you use Humbrol?
No, what I did is I used Vallejo and I've never had a problem with it, but I kind of forgot to shake the bottle a lot. And so the last half of the bottle is basically just matting agent and it's like liquid frosting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Same thing happens with the lacquers.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world.
I've done it with my dull coat. Actually, I did it on the 6x6 cargo truck. I didn't shake it enough, and I paid the price for that. I got frosting on some of the wheels, and I had to go over it again to get rid of the frosting. Kind of annoying, and you don't notice it right away. It takes like 45 minutes, and all of a sudden those white shit starts appearing. Really irritating.
I put that post up on the Pricks of Plastic about it, and then fucking Military Modelcraft like shared it for some reason. Like they do.
You'll have a good laugh now, right?
That's the magazine, isn't it? Military Modelcraft.
Yep.
Aren't they closing their doors?
No, they're still around. No, it's another one. I mean, they all have like names which are similar to each other, which are slightly different.
Yeah, that doesn't make things confusing at all.
Nah, there's like Military Modelcraft, and then there's like Military Modelcraft International, and then there's like International Military Modeler, and there's a whole bunch of other ones.
It's so helpful.
Yes, very much.
Oh, it's not the end of the world. It still looks alright. It's just the color's not what I wanted. But it ain't green enough.
Everything's so fucking green. I think Mark left because that smooth guy was in the comments.
No, because he spilled paint about everywhere.
Oh, yeah, that would probably good.
Okay, so is the microphone working?
Hey, Tanner.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
No, it isn't. I can't hear you.
Oh.
Are we gonna get invaded by the Canadian tonight again?
I'm not Canadian tonight.
No, tonight you're something else.
No, I'm Nowarian. Hey, oh, my grass and my outclad shit.
Oh, Mike, you could have told me. I could have gotten your grass cheaper.
I don't want your grass. Your grass makes people talk funny and act funny.
Make them funny and nice.
They're only funny to themselves.
No, to everybody else who smokes as well.
All I can think of is that Harry Enfield and Sons like Amsterdam cops sketch.
You do what? What have you been smoking? A lot, apparently. Adam.
Yes.
What did you think of?
The Harry Enfield and Sons Amsterdam cops sketch.
Ah. For who the fuck has a Harry Enfield? I mean, those guns normally don't have hairs.
They do if you shave your carpet.
Yeah, and then glue it down on your gun.
Why not?
If you're in Aussie, you don't even have carpet, so it'd be pretty hard to do.
That's how you make
Well-
sure Germans don't take your weapons.
If you go to Clam, he has carpets for you. He sells them.
The newest action adventure horror movie, Sasquatch.
That wasn't weird at all.
The Romanians have the right idea. They decided in the 1980s, well, we want the BMP-1, but we don't want to pay royalties and whatnot for the licensing. So let's just stretch it out a little bit and change the name. I mean, it must have worked because they're still using them.
If you say so.
Canadians,
Under Odyssey.
we're still using the Sea King.
What?
The Sea King.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
Every time
more
I see
because
one
you
of those
can't
fly
afford
over, I
anything.
tell the kids, run for cover, the nuts might fall out. You might get hit with some screws or something. All that keeps those poor things in the air is luck, prayers.
Out here, they're still using the Jet Rangers, which I mean, they still work, but I mean, they're still using the older ones.
Hi, Gav.
Hello.
Hello, Gav.
Hi, Dustin.
Hello.
Dustin ninja'd his way in as well.
Dustin's always ninja. Ninja.
Damn, your screen is clear.
Yeah, that's because I've got decent internet now.
You need to move
Yeah,
your
but
camera a little bit further down because I can always look what you got on your lap. Henrik might be interested in that, but I'm not.
Throw steak on the cutting mat now.
Yeah, these guys are very bad.
You got stripes on your cutting mat?
Still, yeah, there's some here. There's none here, though.
You ever seen Michael? I don't think there's been a line on his cutting mat since
I don't
completely
think.
obliterated.
Is that even a cutting mat?
Oh, that's a cutting mat. It's just completely devoid of any line at all.
I thought it was.
Here's my other one.
Yeah, that's more like it.
I mean, this one's actually like got texture on it. It's rough, and it's got part of my old desktop on the top, on the bottom of it as well. That was a super glue accident.
Decided to take some souvenirs.
Yeah, that was a super glue accident. That one was.
So that's what your parents are calling you.
Well, Mike, I'm using my cutting map since the dawn of modeling So literally 20 years. I'm not kidding.
Shepherd Pig was conceived on.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But that cutting mat actually came from a former workplace of my father, so it's probably very old. Like it was old when I got it already, so it's still there.
I can make such a bad joke now.
I
I
won't
won't.
stopping you.
No, I won't. Because
You're doing okay. What's wrong with you?
it's really bad.
Do it.
No, I like Mike.
Oh,
Okay, I'm really starting to get annoyed. There's kids outside the window and they're yelling and screaming. So if you hear people screaming, it's not me murdering anybody.
It's Manitoba.
There's other people around where you are? Sounds...
Yeah, some ice-road truckers.
He lives outside of prison or something. That's where all the screaming's coming from. Just kidding, Tanner. Just kidding.
I live outside of Butcher.
So Angry Tuesday.
We have some exotic meats for sale.
One called Jimmy, the other one Wendelin.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's starting to bother me because we out in the back we have like it was a stupid purchase, I'll be honest, but it was like this it's this table that's made out of glass and like sheet metal. It was like it looks artsy and stuff, but the issue is there's kids around here, so yeah, it's not very, not a good purchase. And we can't take it apart and move it indoors either, which is stupid. But yeah, it's only a matter of time before I hear a loud and then someone running away. Then I get out the shotgun again, and so we don't talk about that part. Well, that one's still.
And then the butcher has new meat.
Hey, exactly. And I think I scared them away because they've gone.
There's probably a Brian next time.
What's that British APC it's like the M113, the British one?
FV4C2.
Oh yeah, yeah, thanks.
One liftoff.
So Nige worked on.
I'm trying to find it.
Did it arrive safe, Mike?
Yeah, arrived in all one piece and put his medals on it. And
She had pictures in chat and everything.
yeah, he did. He put pictures of it in the chat.
Sometimes I read it.
It happened on your nap day.
Which one?
It must have been after 5 then.
After 5 in the morning, yeah, probably.
I'm sorry. I must have hit my asshole button a couple of times.
You're making it too easy tonight, Chalky.
Am I?
I'll be right back. I'll just cut out my mic for a second.
What did you say? You had to put out his mice?
Yeah.
No, I said I was going to cut my mic. I'll be right back.
So, Dustin, how are you?
He's going to chop up his mice. Okay. Gotta love that country
Dustin.
living. Gotta love that country living.
Dustin is not available to take your call.
Leave a message after the beep. You beep!
Dustin actually,
Yeah, he's in.
just not him.
Dustin is currently scratching his balls.
I heard that. I just got back. I heard that.
I heard that, you fuckers. I heard that.
I'll even go on camera. Was that Gavin?
You bet.
You were scratching your ass. That's why you couldn't answer.
He was busted scratching his
I was
balls.
getting coffee. If everybody wants to really know, that's
That's a blouse.
Did you say that Dustin's wearing a blouse?
a blouse.
No, okay, you call it a shirt.
Satchel.
Sorry.
What is wrong with my shirt? I knew I shouldn't go on camera. I'm going back off now.
Too late.
We've all seen your pretty blue shirt.
Oh, jeez. That's why I need to wear the pop shirt in every hangout.
My local hobby shop has that
The pop shirt? Cool.
that like Russian multi-launch rocket system thing. That like heavy launch one on the 8-wheeler truck.
The schmirch.
Must be much, yeah.
Don't wear a collared shirt in the hangout.
Nah. Yeah, Dustin, what are you playing at?
But then again, it could say don't wear any shirt in the hangout, but you get the same problem. Moops!
Who let the guy with the moves in?
Which one?
There's too many guys with moves in here.
That's
We're the Moops crew.
Camel Car's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm confused now. Like that conversation direction changed pretty immediately.
About 180 degrees, right? It just
Yeah,
was,
I'm like,
whoa.
what?
That escalated quickly.
It's Friday.
Definitely.
I could bring out the slug again.
Oh no.
Oh, don't bring out the slug.
That was weird.
That fucking thing was bizarre. I've never seen anything like it.
I hope it was the last time.
Bringing out the slug.
Want to see the slug, Mike?
No.
Show Mike the slug.
You're going to regret that, Michael.
Yeah, I'm already scared. So no, we don't do that.
I just had to scroll up to watch it again just because it's weird.
It definitely made me think of Hendrik. Hey, it's Hendrik. Oh, no, wait.
That's the slug right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh goodness.
No.
There you go.
It looks even weirder when you see it like that.
That's the slug.
Why is this happening?
Alien man.
Why is this happening?
My
an
eyes,
alien, man.
they're seeing. I want to be blind. Please make me blind. No, don't make me blind. I don't want that to be the last thing I see. Fuck. Yeah. I typed in the Giphy search engine, and I typed penis in there because I was making fun of these guys, and that's the first thing that popped up. I was like, oh, yeah, that'll make their day. I'll send them that.
You have strange things that make your day, Mike.
Oh, Mike, where'd you get the popsicle stick chopper?
Yeah, I'm making a popsicle house again.
The chopper. I think I knew that.
Chop chop.
All Seb's fault.
No. The chopper was your own fault. I never told you to buy that.
No. It's just good that I have it because it means that I can build fucking buildings when you dare me to build them. Shit.
Who makes that, Mike? The chopper.
Northwest Short Line, the railroad company.
Gotcha.
They sell them on Amazon for about $35, $40. They sell the big one anyway for $35.97 on Amazon. Your Amazon, not my Amazon.
And your Amazon is $6 million, and your child.
Yeah, they don't sell it on my Amazon.
And the same again in shipping.
Yeah, it would actually probably be like $780 if I would look on my Amazon.
Good God, that's.
I don't know why that happens.
I don't either. It's insane.
Doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Trying to make sense of shipping.
Usually it only happens on cocksuckers that don't ship to Canada. I don't know why they don't ship to
It's it's $120.99 for you.
That's nice.
An expensive chopper.
121 Canadian dollars and 19 something in shipping.
I could just go on eBay and buy it for $50.
Canadian money is stupid.
Correct. It's very colorful.
Well, it ain't the colors that bother me. It's the fact that how much is it? Like,
Well,
what's the word?
it is a commodity currency. Just run with it. Sometimes it's shit. Yeah, sometimes it's piss poor and sometimes it's good. Just run with it.
Yeah, but at least our money's based on real things, not imaginary unicorn farts and fairy tales.
Well, that is a good point. I will be honest.
Oh, touche.
And at least our money isn't all euro.
All of the commodity currencies at the moment are shit. Australia has New Zealand's.
When I was a kid, we used to be able to use, if we had Canadian, like if you get Canadian change in a pop machine or something, you used to be able to use it. Several years when I was a kid anyway. Then one day I went to use my Canadian change and they said we don't accept that anymore.
Yeah, 1930s are over.
No. It's the 80s.
It's they changed the rules on hard currency though. They changed the rules on anything but banknotes. So like I can't take like American pennies or Australian 50-cent coins to the bank and get them exchanged from New Zealand anymore because it's like they can't ship them back. It just costs too much to ship them.
Yeah.
That's half.
It's a small town too with the guy that ran a grocery store. It could also just been his rule.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time. Never thought anything of it. And one day just couldn't do it anymore.
When I was in the UK in February, and I went on and bought my first beer, and I paid, and they were like, "Wait a minute," and then the waitress disappeared, and then she reappeared after a couple of minutes and told me this banknote isn't valid anymore. I have no idea. Like it was a £5 note.
Was that a bank?
I found it at home somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, no, I'm going to England. Let's take this with me, and I can finally spend this." And they were like, "Oh, don't accept this anymore." Like
Probably 50 years old.
I have no clue.
I was more thinking about 75, but okay.
What happens here in the UK is we have obviously, like anywhere else in the world, there's numerous banks in the UK, and so there's 3 or 4 major ones who issue the banknotes that we all use. But in Scotland we have three different banks that will issue banknotes. We've got Bank of Scotland, Royal Bank of Scotland, and Clydesdale. And in England, they only have Bank of England, right? So all the banknotes in England are Bank of England notes. But if you go to England with Bank of Scotland notes, shops won't accept them.
What?
Yeah, they turn around and they go, "Oh, wait, it's because a lot of our notes up in Scotland are a bit funny. So like our £20 notes are like slightly pink and they've got funny designs on them and things sometimes. And so in England, they see that and they automatically assume that it's fake. So they go, oh, Scottish notes are easier to fake than English notes, and we've had fake ones before, so therefore we don't accept them. And you're like, get yourself fuck. It's the same fucking tender as you use, you know. But,
here's a trick: keep a torch next to the counter and just use the torch to see if there's the inlaying.
Yeah, of course they're. Of course they're all real. I mean, they're not any easier to fake than an English note. It's just
They're probably made in the exact same fucking place. Like,
oh, yeah, probably. They're probably all printed in the same place.
Let's be careful with the blowtorch now. Let's just.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to not accept like New Zealand currency here if it's, you know, like you can't not accept New Zealand currency.
Yeah,
We've got these.
It's ridiculous.
We've got these little scanners that they'll run your money through, and it tells them if it's fake or not.
Oh yeah, we have them. Do not all shops have them and things, but it's just they use it as an excuse not to do it because, you know, maybe at one point, yeah, there was a spate of Scottish notes that got, you know, they got faked or something. But I mean, it's ridiculous nowadays. It's not as bad now, but it used to be really bad.
You can't spend non-Canadian money in Canada, so if you're going to buy something in Canada, you got to pull out Canadian money.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's all British money. You know, we don't. There's no such thing as Scottish money and English money. It's not true. The only difference is that some notes are issued by different banks, but they're all still part of the British banking system, and it's all still, you know, British pound sterling. There's no legal reason for them to not do it.
They're just discriminating against you.
They're just arseholes.
You should lift your kilt and show them your real parts. That'll show.
You guys
Listen, you're a bastard.
Into the human
I'll
rights.
show you what's beneath my kilt.
Why would you want them to laugh himself to death, Mike?
You know,
whatever works.
I think Michael's problem might stem from the fact that we just changed from paper to plastic.
Yeah.
I don't even carry money. I haven't carried money in 15 years. I've been carrying my bank card and my Visa, and that's it. I don't carry money.
I live in New Zealand. We have a system called F-Boss, and it's fucking grand. Don't have to carry money.
Morgan, I've been completely cashless for at least 10 years now.
So, I got a question on that. So, Seb,
yeah,
if I come to the World Model Expo, then how do I have to go to a bank there and how do I exchange my money for yours? Because if we tried to go electronically through my bank, it'd probably take a week.
you just go to an ATM machine and you pull out euros.
Yeah. Or you just go to one of the bureau de change before
your bank card will not work in Europe.
Oh yeah, yours won't. Yeah.
You could buy travel cards.
You have to get one of those Visa bank card, debit card combination cards. Those are over there. You can't use your debit card in Europe.
That's
why wouldn't you be able to use your debit card in Europe?
Because we have chip and pin now, don't we?
You know, you guys use a totally different system than we use over here.
So, New Zealand's like normal debit system is called Cirrus, and that doesn't work outside of New Zealand. But if you get a Visa Cirrus card, then it will work in Australia and most other places.
To be fair, mate, if it's a Visa card he's got,
get yourself a Visa, you'll be fine.
If Dustin's got a Visa card, it'll work. The only problem he might have, it will work actually, but the thing is, I don't know if it's true in Canada, but in the States, the way that you use your cards, do you guys all still swipe your cards?
Yeah,
we don't swipe cards anymore. All our cards have got a chip in them.
Yeah.
So you put them in the machine and you put a PIN number in. Whereas I think in America they're starting to use it. I think they're still predominantly swipe.
I got the chip just a couple months ago. They are converting all over to the chips. Most places I can now have the chip.
In that case, you'll be a bit better off.
It's like 5 years behind everybody else when it comes to banking, and it's quite funny that.
Hey, Adam, fuck off.
It's fucking true though. Like, I don't know. I come from New Zealand where we had like electronic transfers first, so
I get it. No, it's I don't care. I mean, the chip has been. I know that my bank was a little. They sent me a card with a new expiration date that was like 5 years out, and then 2 months later they sent me another card, because it had the chip. But I know mine was a little later getting the chip than other banks. Anyway, I've got chips now, so.
Yeah, mine's got the chip. It's got the magnetic strip, and it's got this little, what do you call it? Wireless beeper thing.
Yeah, it's got an RFID chip in it. Yeah, we've got them as well now, contactless.
So I disabled that though because those things people steal them too easily over here. So
yeah, and then they go and buy like heaps of stuff at $50.
You got this thing where you just tap. Well, they got this thing now. You just tap your card on this box, and it just, magically takes $50 or whatever. People have figured out how to carry their own box in their wallet, and they just walk up behind you and hit your wallet.
Oh, jeez.
You also use your bank card?
All you have to do is put your bank card in your wallet in a little RFID protected wallet.
I've got a little sleeve that my cards are in, so they can't read.
Yeah, then it just blocks the RFID.
Yep.
The bank, my bank's pretty good. I'm sure you guys do this too. Like if I travel, I always forget to contact my bank. So I was at the Seattle IPMS show.
Yeah, you should get your card shut off. My sister did that when she was in Morocco. She was shopping, and they went, "Oh yeah, you're in Morocco," and they shut her card off.
Yeah, when I was in Vegas, they shut it down real quick. I was like, "Hey, I need money," and they're like, "Someone must have lifted your card because you never go to Vegas."
I was in China, and I actually phoned them before I went to tell them I was going to China, and they still fucking shut my card down first time I used it.
There's like certain countries where they just do it instantaneously. They don't even.
You like fucking phoned them to tell them.
Just to play devil's advocate, by the way, the bank, it's not actually a person. It's not somebody sitting going, "Oh, that guy's in fucking China. He never goes."
Yes, it is.
Stop.
It's a computer.
It is not, and I'll tell you, it's not, because that's exactly the fucking job I did for 2 summers when I was at uni.
Nice.
So it was you.
Automatic. No, yeah. It's just an automatic system that monitors spend patterns and stuff. So.
They texted me and said, "Did you just try to access money and such?" And I said yes.
Yeah, that's exactly the job I used to do.
I'd rather have it than not, because I don't need some other guy taking my credit card and buying kits at a show.
Yeah, I had it one time. I had to phone a guy because in our system it popped up saying that he'd used his debit card. That he'd actually used it. Well, the debit card had actually been used because we could see it was chip and pin, but the country code for the transactions was different for each transaction. So, in the space of half an hour, he had apparently used his card in France, in Spain, in Germany, and in the UK in the space of half an hour. I'm like, that's just not possible.
He's in a TARDIS. He's in a TARDIS.
Yeah. So I phoned up and I said, "I'm calling from the bank. We've seen this, this slightly suspicious spend on your account. We're just wondering if you've actually got your card, if it is you." And it turns out that it was him. And what he was at the Silverstone Formula One race, and he'd been buying stuff from the merchants. So he'd been buying T-shirts and whatever. And because those merchants are, they're normally based in Germany, so they come over for the race and things. All their payment systems are still registered in their home country. So he was in the UK using his card in the UK, as you think, but the transactions were all apparently taking place in different countries. It was quite funny, really.
Yeah, that'll get flagged right quick. The computer will go, shit, hemorrhage.
Yep.
Do you still really use your cards? I just use my phone.
Because I've got contactless.
I buy online with my iPad and stuff, but I'd never use.
No, I have my.
You can put your data in your phone.
My own data in my phone.
Yeah, I don't
actually. When I'm in store, I don't need my card. I just put my phone next to the little box.
They do that here too, but I don't have. Boring.
My thingy.
I have a money clip and drug dealer, so.
I don't trust my phone. I need to physically be able to type in a password in order for me to spend money. If I'm not,
that's one thing about.
If I'm not typing in my PIN number, that money's not leaving my hand.
Oh, I have to turn it on and use my fingerprint to use it, but otherwise.
That's one thing I noticed about when watching cops is like they're really suspicious of people carrying money in America. It's quite funny.
Wait, you watch Cops? Oh my god.
Oh man, I love Cops. It's a great show.
Wait, you got to be careful. Some of those reruns are really old. Like they have ones.
Oh,
from
I know they're old. I know some of them are from like the early '90s and stuff, but it just makes it better.
You notice the mullets and the Spuds MacKenzie T-shirts. That kind of tells you.
Yeah. It's like always like they go into like there's always.
Why am I rats being reading? That's my favorite episode of Cops. Why am I rats being reading? Because you fucked up your girlfriend. Why am I rats being reading?
Oh, it's the
You're
other one.
now,
The
aren't you?
lady that charges the cop and gets tackled, and like the knife goes into her gut because she falls over.
No, the money thing. A lot of times, if you have a lot of cash on you, yeah, it's a suspicion. I'm sure of drug dealing and so forth.
Also, the one where the cop gets stuck on the train track, his car gets stuck on the train tracks, and he has to get out, and then the train comes and fucks up his car.
But most of those people, when they catch them, that's what they find. Like if it's somebody has anything to do with drugs, you know, they've got their little kit and they've got a pipe and all this other crap, and then they've got this roll of cash.
I haven't carried cash in years. I don't even carry change.
Yeah, I can't stand change.
That's so weird. Like here, like I normally do everything with cash.
Oh, really? Yep.
Like only when I buy online, obviously, I can't use cash. But that's it. Everything I do, like when I go to the grocery store or to the model shop or anywhere, I have cash on me. I always have cash on me.
It's the best way to keep your cash flow in check.
Yeah, that also, but it's also a thing here in Germany. People love cash. Like if you have like a debit card, it's you don't find like the established shops, they accept it. But like family-owned shops, they may not have a device where you can use it. You need cash.
Is it quite costly? Like, is each transaction quite costly for them or something? Because
yeah, they get charged too. So that's the reason why they don't have it. Depending on the system they use and the cards you have, it might affect. Like they may have to pay like 10% or so of the transaction to the bank, and they're like, no, we just take cash.
You lose your shop.
You wouldn't get anyone's business here if you did that. No one would shop with you.
Yeah, but as I said, it's more like a cultural thing. Like here, people love cash. They just do.
I used to do that, Hamilcar. I used to use cash, and everybody made fun of me because I didn't use my debit card.
I only got a debit card last year in advance to my travel to the US. I never had the debit card ever. So when I figured, like, I can't have those hundreds of dollars on me all the time. That's stupid. I just have a debit card, and that way you can also.
Well, you could, but then you would end up in a show of cops.
Huh?
You could take all the money with you, but then you would show up in cops.
Then they pull you over and they think you're a German drug dealer here on leave or something.
Yeah. And another thing I've been told by a co-worker, he went to the US a couple of years ago, and like the last couple of days, he would spend all his cash he had. He didn't want to take it home. So he would go to the grocery store and pay with $100 bill. And they were like, where are you from? Like, and they would start asking him, like, because they thought he was a shady person, and he's a stranger too. They were like, why is someone paying in cash, like has so much cash on him?
He must be in the mob.
Yeah, he must be someone like on a flight from the police or something. Yeah. Like it just turned out like I'm just German. I just want to blow that cash, and they were like, "Oh, okay."
I cannot tell you. I have to kill you.
There's some spots around here. You go in to buy something, and you pull out a big wad of cash, and you pay with a large amount of money, and you get all kinds of change back. People are watching you. When you walk out, there's going to be a couple of guys following you, and they're going to have a conversation with you behind the store, and it won't involve words. You won't enjoy the conversation either. That happens a lot. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Happens in the big cities here, I think.
One of the reasons why I never carry money.
Yeah, well, I do.
the Girl Guides and stuff. They come to the door trying to sell their cookies and stuff. Sorry, I don't have any money here. I don't keep money in my house. Are you kidding?
Yeah, in the wallet, not in the house.
I don't carry. All my money is in the bank. I don't keep money on my person ever. I've had some sorry fucking assholes try to rob me a couple of times that they've regretted that. But,
yeah, it never happened to me. I don't know.
I've been robbed 6 times.
Really?
One I tried to do with a broomstick. I thought that was really fucking funny. That guy, he
was just happy to see you, Mike.
No, well, he wasn't happy to see me after. He had a very bad day. Fucker. I instructed him on a new uses for that broomstick.
And then he was really happy to see you.
No, he was very happy to see the paramedics.
Get it out! Get it out!
And another funny thing, when I was in the UK, with my debit card, when I was in the restaurants and I paid with my debit card, apparently the system is different. So they were always confused because, like, I don't have to insert a PIN, and it's also not a swipe system. Like I have to sign the receipt.
Yeah. I know
apparently that's weird for British people. So they were always like, "What? Wait. Oh, is this working? No. Oh, it seems to work. So you have to sign." And then it's just, every time this happened, I just told them, I don't need to do anything special. I just pay with my good name. I just write my name on it. It just confused them. Like, it works perfectly in France or in Italy or in Portugal. Never had issues there. But British were like, "Oh, this guy has to sign. That's unusual."
You're making it hard on him again.
And in Germany, I tried to use my debit card once in the grocery store, and nobody in the shop knew how to handle that. They were like, it's like the first time this happened. Like, we have the system for it, but we don't know how to operate it. So they were calling and getting it to work, and then they were looking at me like, "Have you stolen this card?" Like they checked my signature with the signature on the card. Like, "Are you really that guy?" Like, and I'm like, "I go here twice a week. What do you want?" I'm the guy. I always show up here. So weird.
I'm just so used to everything being on card. Like, everyone uses card here, so.
Yeah, it's the same thing here.
So nobody writes checks anymore.
No.
No. I had to bring
things.
I get the occasional check in my job.
I thought you were reaching for a checkbook. He's just reaching for his big.
We get the occasional check in my job, but that's because it's businesses, and business accounts are different. So,
yeah.
How can I best explain this? Dustin, 1988, wants his book back.
Oh man,
my mom and dad still use checks. Margie still writes them once in a blue moon.
I don't even they exist here anymore.
My mom uses them for bills. Like, she writes out
my mortgage is automatically deducted. I went to that with quite a few of my bills.
I haven't written a check in.
I just go on my cell phone and just any bills I have, I just pay with my cell phone. So.
Yeah, I'm not quite.
Every monthly payment, like a mortgage, the nuts companies, everything, that's automatically. I don't even have to look at it or think about it.
That's the way my mortgage is. I just do it automatically.
I actually have to go on and in my bank account and transfer.
Nee, blijkbaar niet.
I don't like automatic stuff. Don't like automatic stuff. I do it myself.
America.
I worry sometimes on the automatic stuff. It's never had an issue, but it does kind of.
Chips erop te krijgen.
I'm a bit too hands-on when it comes to that. I like going into my bank account and transferring the money myself.
Yeah.
Last time I saw checks, Sudan wasn't even broken in half yet. So, a good while ago.
I remember when you used to have to write them when you rented an apartment. You had to write like 12 post-dated checks, which are technically it's illegal to write a post-dated check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out for a bit. I gotta go and collect the missies. Hopefully I won't be too long. I'll be back in a bit.
Yep.
Happy
So-
collecting.
Cohen, that's
Hopefully it doesn't take 2 hours to get home like I did fucking last time.
Probably see you tomorrow then.
I know. Last time this happened, it took me half an hour to get to Stirling to go and pick her up and 2 hours to get home. Fucking nightmare.
A car full of drunk women there, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, luckily I don't think I need to take her friends home this time, so.
You don't think, so yeah, you have to.
And I am picking her up at 10 o'clock and she's not been out that long, so hopefully she'll not be too bad. I can wish.
Are you allowed to make fun of her in the morning when she's all hung over?
Absolutely, especially after last time, considering she made to stop about 6 times on the way home for her to spew. So I don't think she'll be that bad this time. So she'll not be allowed to be. She feels bad after last time, so. Right. Hopefully we're back in a bit.
Okay.
Right.
Good luck.
Later.
Speaking of which, I should probably do some airbrushing.
So
angry about that 7 varnish. God damn it.
about what? Oh,
Thanks for the critique too, Seb.
yeah. You know. Look, shit. So just say it. Could have said, of course. Oh, look! It does look so good. No, it doesn't.
Look, shit.
Yeah. Better be honest.
What do I need to do to fix it?
How the hell should I know?
Got a match?
Strip it completely back and start over.
Got a match?
Kill it with fire.
We'll fix it right quick.
Get ye old Flammenwerfer.
Es wird vlammen.
Probably the best meme out there.
This is my Flammenwerfer. It Werfer's Flammens.
I do like this is my Panzer Shrek. It Shrek's Panzer.
They're awfully Shreked after I'm done with it.
Yeah.
They're all Shreked up.
Then you always got the Gebirgsabwehrkanone. That's
Oh yeah.
it's Kanongebirge abgewehrt.
I don't know, like that they're even funny for Germans, but maybe they're not as funny if you don't know any German because you don't get what the words are, and they actually put it in a very funny way.
Well, I think that you need to be a bit of an amateur historian in order to find them.
Okay,
Or at least speak German.
I think so. Because
too.
otherwise it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really cut it.
They wouldn't make any sense to a lot of people.
If you do it all, if you're both speaking German and know a little bit about it, then they're double funny.
My kids are in shit. My kids are in shit.
I told you not.
God damn it, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, she made Sam cry.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
He probably deserved it. Don't feel bad for him. She yelled at him, he deserved it.
Okay, so he's just if he's crying, it's just because of he's
He's a
what do you
dick?
say? No. He kind of was surprised by her reaction then.
No, he's probably upset that he's in trouble.
Yeah, that's damn English.
He'll get over it. Trust me. He'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
My kids do that. When they start crying, when they get angry, they're not crying because I caught them But they don't expect me to get angry at him. Oh shit, no.
I'll bet Sam forgets whatever happened in like 3 minutes anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's most kids.
I like that about kids. Like they do that. Like, oh, the world's coming to an end. Okay, I'm cool.
Yeah, they recover pretty quickly.
Ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Ice cream. Fuck yeah, that makes everything better.
Best thing is when like children are like playing in the garden and when they hit the ground because like they, I don't know, for some reason they fall down, and when they get up and they look around if someone has seen it, and when they realize someone has seen it, then they start like.
I've seen that happen many times. Yeah. They look to see if anyone saw them do that, and if they did, then they start wailing their brains out.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, they just dust themselves off and keep playing.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing.
Everybody was gone. And so she started crying that she wanted the old one back. And he, no, we swapped. You won't be getting it back. And she was really throwing a tantrum, apparently. And so he said, okay, you can have yours back. And she stood up, okay, thank you.
And then it stopped.
Within a second.
Yep.
Also, it's when kids like fall over or something, and then they look to see what the reaction is. And if no one reacts, they don't cry. But if people react, they start crying.
Yep.
Now, I've seen Sam take a header off the slide, lands face first on the ground. He gets up, and then he just sits there, and he's like wondering, did I hurt myself? Did I hurt myself? Did I hurt me? Then he goes, yeah, that fucking hurt. Then he starts to cry. Yep, that fucking hurt. I'm bleeding. Oh fuck. It takes him a minute to assess the damage.
Did I just really eat grass first?
He sits there and he's waiting for his first officer to report battle damage. When the report comes in, then the crying starts. Takes a moment or two for it to get passed up the chain, I guess.
I found my spirit animal. His name is Terrare.
Okay.
What?
Spirit animal.
He's random.
That was random.
Yeah, I know. That was the point. It was random.
That was very strange. This is my spirit animal. His name is Terrare. Well, okay. That's nice. Thanks for sharing.
You're not smoking what they were smoking in the Young Guns, are you?
Did you get the grass I sent, Mike?
Did you see the size of that chicken? Yeah, that's the greatest line ever. You guys see the size of that chicken? Shotgun like point blank range into that rock, just boom. Those guys had spirit animals. I was just saying that's what it reminded me of. Tanner, you need to go see a movie called Young Guns.
What?
Or just YouTube that scene.
That was a good scene. I got that movie here.
Oh, that was funny. You see the size of that chicken?
It's all like slowed down and weird.
Oh yeah, way slow.
Hey guys, you see the size of that chicken?
Dermot Mulroney, that's the greatest line ever.
I guess I'll have to Google that then.
Oh, yeah, damn it.
Wow, I'm not 80.
Well, stoned on P.o.P.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, that movie come out, I think, in 88. Which doesn't mean it doesn't have value. You can still watch it and enjoy it.
What, the Charlie Sheen?
Yep.
Kiefer Sutherland. And...
Yep, Kiefer Sutherland. Dermot Mulroney, Blue Diamond Phillips.
What were they called? They were called something, weren't they? They had a gang name, didn't they, that lot?
The Regulators.
Regulators.
No, not in the film. as people.
Regulators, mount up. Bon Jovi. Ugh.
Yeah, that was kind of a.
Fuck.
Was
I
it?
could definitely do with a lot less Bon Jovi in my.
I like the scene with Sam Elliott. Was it Sam Elliott in the bar? The guy that was saying what he was going to do to Billy the Kid, and Billy the Kid was standing there the whole time.
Yeah, and he shoots him.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! There he is, right there. And the guys look in the mirror like, "What do you mean?" Boom.
Then he realizes what's about to happen. Then he does.
Yep. Yeah. That's life, right? You always have some guy talking shit in the bar until truth comes through. Funny scene.
You know Sam Elliott? You sure that was Sam Elliott?
No, it might not have been.
I don't think that was Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott's very distinctive. You know, sometimes the bear eats you. Sometimes
I gotta see this.
I love Sam Elliott. He's the right kind of hillbilly.
I have no clue who that is either.
He was the guru in The Big Lebowski.
You'll know his face.
Sometimes the bear eats you. Sometimes you eat the bear.
Oh, but who is that guy? I found it here. I found the. Guy looks like him. Well, wait a minute. We'll just share the screen and we'll just. Let's see. Boom and.
Hey, Jan.
Hey, good evening.
Hello.
Damn, he has all kinds of stuff behind him all of a sudden.
Yeah, because the other room's a bit full.
Taken over.
How is everyone?
You can't catch. You know these mestizos.
Oh, don't cut the sound out, please. I'm fine, Jan. You?
Tired. Getting sick of this frigging bathroom thing. Be glad when it's finished.
Still not finished?
Well, at least another week.
Oh, damn.
Well, yesterday the stucador was in to do parts of the walls. And today
Yeah, that has to dry, of course.
Yeah, and today he's put the floor, laid the sand, cement, concrete onto the floor. So
And that has to dry for a couple of days.
Yeah. So if you can hear something in the background, it's a machine that's taking all the moisture out of the air to help dry it.
Screed.
Back in a second. Wat zit jij er nog te doen?
I thought you were doing it when you said you were having a week off to do the bathroom.
No. I can't do things like that.
I just presumed you were decorating, that was all.
No, I just helped the guy a bit with lifting stuff, but he didn't start until I took a week off.
Here, hold this.
Yeah.
That's your job. You're the
I took a week off, but he didn't start until the Wednesday.
Well, Ian's not coming till 7. So.
Oh, he's not fucking eating in our house.
Nope, I already told you.
Flight's delayed.
Not you. I'm not talking to you.
All right.
My brother Ian.
Oh. You still want to barbecue then?
Sure. I like barbecue. Barbecue's cool.
Okay.
We'll just say my hamburger and say, yeah. He's my brother. He's used to it.
Yeah. Okay. What would you like?
Hamburger.
What do you
Righty road. My brother sends me a text message last night. Says, coming over for supper. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. My son's birthday is tomorrow. And he sails the next day. So Ian will be gone for like 5 months, I guess. 4 months on NATO. So then he sends me a message this morning saying, yeah, we'll be there till about 7. Is that all right? I said, yeah, it's fine, but you're not having supper. All right, my kids go to bed at 8, so no supper for you. I might
Just
save
leave-
the burger.
Bring your own.
Just leave it. Yeah, just leave them some sausages or something.
Yeah, you can have this leftover pepper. I saved it for you. But he's my baby brother. He's used to the abuse. And he's in the Navy, so he's used to it. But it's the Canadian Navy.
Do they have ships?
Yeah, yeah, they do. They have 3 or 4.
Yeah, the West Indian Samoa's got more ships than your Navy.
It's hard to tell them apart from all the canoes. Right?
They do it on purpose.
Yep, it's canoeouflage. Very clever. We're in the process of rebuilding our entire Navy, actually.
Done.
Is it called rebuilding if there's nothing to start with?
Cut the trees down first.
That was pretty good. That was really good, too. Done. Yeah.
You know, I've learned one very valuable thing, and that's if you ever see an article that begins with Florida man, you know it's going to be very interesting, to say the least.
What was the last one? Florida man runs away from cops, stops to get cat, gets arrested.
Who the hell's Florida man?
It's basically just a thing where if you go and look up Florida man, like in the news, it's all about like a Florida man doing something horrible and getting arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing good comes from it.
So if I give it a miss, I'm not going to be losing much.
Nope.
Florida man used ninja sword and attack over missing socks.
Florida man gets 8 hours standoff with police. Says he was just shooting rats in his backyard the whole time.
So I take it this Florida man doesn't make a lot of videos.
Florida man dies in a meth lab explosion after lighting farts on fire. These are so much gold.
Florida man arrested for practicing karate by kicking swans in the park.
Florida man charged with picking magic
I
mushrooms.
thought
while
Florida
carrying
man
an
was like Aussie man, but the American version of it. Can you imagine my disappointment?
alligator. Florida man calls 911 over missing beer so many times he gets arrested.
It is a crime, though, stealing somebody's beer. Oh, that's cold.
Hey, Seb.
Yeah.
I lost it.
Yeah, the triple turd. I saw that one.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here?
Wow.
They built it after a meme.
There's they actually did this?
It's a meme.
No, they
I'll
photoshopped.
take 20.
Hoopy tank.
The KV2 had enough top-heavy issues, and now this.
The KV 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2.
Imagine how big that thing will be in 1/35th. That's 1/72nd.
1/72nd, isn't it?
Is it 1/72nd? No, I think even it's actually 1/100th.
I've seen some of the ridiculous tanks that the Russians have built. I'm not surprised they didn't try to build that thing.
I like the way it's just pointed up, like, well, we're tipping, get back on the road. One hatch up here. That's like
Soviet Union.
Fuck being the loader for that thing.
Wonder if it comes with bunk beds.
You have to.
Elevator as well.
Oh, Tupper.
Built made out of the strongest stellinium.
That is just the
They made it out of what's that fucking ridiculous element they can use in Spider-Man? What was it? Precious tritium. I love that. When they said that in that fucking Spider-Man movie, I was like, "What? Fucking heavy water? Fucking that's precious tritium? Really? Come on! You can come up with a better sci-fi name than that. Fucking heavy water is not the most rare substance on the planet. You fucking morons! Jesus Christ! You know we do read books out here in the real world. We do understand what shit is sometimes.
No,
Right.
it's made. It's made
like,
from
like the special gas in this is dihydrogen monoxide and shit like that. It's like just oxygen.
What was that one that was an Avatar? Unobtainium. I love that one.
Unobtainium, yeah.
At least
Like,
that one there you can't argue about because it's just.
I just said fuck you in the theater when that came. It's like we gotta get this unobtainium. It's like oh, fuck you. Like
As soon as he held it up and he goes unobtainium, when he said it, I went, "What? No! Who comes up with these fucking names? Unobtainium. Fucking smack the fucker who wrote that down on paper. Just find him and smack him repeatedly. Unobtainium.
Well, yeah, the shield of Captain America is made of vibranium.
Yeah, there's another one. There's another one. Vibranium. Is that really the best you can come up with?
They're fucking stupid.
That's why I think stellinium or Stalinwood. That's not too bad.
Stellinium's a pretty good one.
North Korean.
Unobtainium. I love that one. That's just classic stupid.
I found another golden headline. Florida man charged.
It's called What the Fuckium. That's gonna be mine. What the Fuckium. I trademarked that. Mine. You can't have it. What the Fuckium.
Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing
Dude,
alligator.
get sucked in there. You got to get away from any news coming out of Florida. It's never good.
Yeah.
Entertaining, yes, but the sad thing is they're true, unless they're spoofing. I mean, years ago when things started coming out of there, everybody kind of realized, like, yeah, Florida, crazy shit goes down every day. Stay away.
It's a place of mystery and magic.
Mystery and madness. You mispronounced that one.
And meth as well. Don't forget
That's what my grandfather thought when he went there in like 1932, and I think he was there about 5 days, and he left. And he never went back.
Oh my god. Florida it's something else.
I've never been there myself.
Drunk Florida man tried to use a taco as ID after accidentally setting his car on fire. Oh.
Must have been hot tacos.
Well, it seems like Florida is just a typical place in the US.
Oh no. I can tell you, Hamilcar, it's not every place is like Florida. Florida's pretty special.
Florida and Michigan, those two places, along with kind of Baltimore, those places are no-go zones. That's what I've learned.
Florida is kind of special. That's funny.
So it's like it has like gators, hurricanes, and like every like theme park ever in the US, I think. And it has like weird governors, right?
Florida man arrested after striking his boyfriend in the head with big mouth Billy Bass, the novelty singing fish.
I'm gonna go and barbecue some food for people that I may or may not like. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later.
You coming back?
I don't know. It might be a little late if I do.
Wrong answer.
I know. I'll try if I can.
That's
See you
a
in a minute.
good answer.
Hamilcar, the West is a little
Bye, Mike.
little less going on than over there in Florida.
Ooh, here's one. Police arrest ketchup-covered Florida man yelling profanities at tourists while sprawled out in the middle of the street. Florida, just no.
All I've got to think was, what kind of drugs do you use?
Yeah, Florida also has a high level of. I mean, that's a coastal area, so you've also got a lot of immigrant population. So you got too many people and not enough cops. Probably that's probably half the problem.
It's them moonbeams, man.
What's that?
It's them moonbeams, man.
No, what? Somebody else did something.
I said it's a mini Cuba.
Yeah, I got that for sure.
Moonbeam, space cake. What do you want?
Florida man robs gas station, leaves job application with identifying information behind.
That's just called dumb.
Yeah.
Unless he was applying for a job as security officer.
Florida's probably a fifth the size of my state and has 300 times more people.
Oh, Florida man run over by his own truck during road rage.
Oh, that happens a lot.
But that takes talent. That takes some talent. What? I don't even. How the hell do you do that? And Lacar's like, I've heard it all now.
Yeah, it's.
That's
Terrible.
actually
Terrible.
that's not that hard. Just getting in a road rage, getting out in front of your car, and forgetting to put on a parking brake.
Yeah, but God, that's.
Florida man passes a joint to a cop while illegally parked in a handicapped spot with a gun in his car.
Police says man with no hands and no legs is armed and on the run. Authorities in Florida are searching for an armed quadruple amputee who reportedly has been on the run since Tuesday, hoping to question him about his involvement in a double murder.
Wasn't there like an article a couple of years back? There was like a accident.
This just hurts my brain.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was like an article about an accident, and like it said, like, you know, the two victims of the accident last Friday remain dead, and I'm like, it was like the
no.
like what? What? What are you trying to say there? Like,
Florida man tries to kiss a cottonmouth snake, hospitalized after bite.
There was Eastern in the meantime, so maybe they thought they resurrect again.
yeah, I don't know. I don't want to know.
Florida is magic.
I'm like, hopefully they remain dead. Would be scary.
We had some zombie stories coming out of there too, where
with the,
we had zombies. We did.
Yeah.
Not we. I shouldn't say we had. I don't claim Florida, so
I don't think anyone in the U.S. aside from like certain people want to claim it. It's
Yeah.
more of a freak show kind of thing.
I am so far away from there that it might as well be Mars.
It's a legend.
Yeah, the zombie stories. That was just.
There's only one time, one place in Florida worth going. It's Fort Lauderdale during spring break.
There you go.
I'd rather go.
Unless you don't like boobies, of course. Then you don't have to.
Yeah, Tanner. I was gonna say, man, don't. I mean,
I don't even want to chance it because Florida's just no. I don't want to
Just go lie in the beach and watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like,
and then have some like naked fat guy run over and eat my face. Yeah, no, thank you.
You got some strange fantasies.
Wait, it was in Florida that guy like killed those two people and ate their face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was when they reported. They used the word zombie in the headline. Everybody's like, "Wait, what?"
Exactly. Yeah, I
Like,
remember
he ran
that.
off, like he was at some restaurant with his parents and then just ran off and went and like stabbed and ate people's faces. It was fucked up.
Some of those guys were on the bath salts. They were on.
Yeah. Bath salts.
I live in
Bath
Del.
salts.
Oh, right.
Wow.
I think I'll just stay home. I don't
Bath
know.
salts. It's something like those Tide Pops.
No, I think it's like a code name kind of thing for something.
I call it bath salts because they used to sell it as bath bombs and stuff like that. But if you like mixed it up and held it, it would get you really, really fucking high.
And apparently very hungry.
For some face.
Oh man.
Florida.
Do you want to sit on my face? Yeah, only if you know you want to eat it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm lost. I'm confused now.
These fucking headlines.
All I know is my Saturn Varnish fucked out my model on me.
Florida man charged with DUI. Wait. Okay, wait. I have to reread this. Florida man charged with DUI in his motorized wheelchair.
Well, to be honest, you cannot drive in a thing when you're drunk.
That's true. like here, I don't know how it's in other countries, but if you're drunk and you're on a bicycle and you have a license for a car, you may lose.
Yeah, why as well?
Yeah.
If you're on the road and you're riding a bike here and you're drunk, it's still illegal.
It's illegal to be on the roads, even on foot, and be drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Florida man breaks into jail to hang out with his friends.
Breaks into jail.
I'm waiting for somebody from Florida to pop into the chat. Hey, what's going on?
It's a bit like, pestilence breakout on the Renaissance Fair.
Florida rapper gets pulled over, hands officer his mixtape instead of ID.
Mixed.
Well, that's actually just trying to sell their own product.
1980.
There you go.
I just think this video will be around forever.
Oh, here's one. Florida man 83 beats car salesman with golf club after winning $5 Walmart gift card.
Yeah, the whole Walmart thing doesn't work for us because we don't know how that is.
Sorry. What is it?
We don't have stores like that in Europe at all.
You do, but they're like differently named.
My father was in Albuquerque once for because there's a pretty big Air Force base close to there. And he said he went into Walmart and nope. Don't even try to compare it. Walking down the aisle, seeing 10-kilo packs of bread and then jeans and then assault rifles and then children's toys and then wait, what? Yeah, they're just next to the bread and the jeans.
Okay, so what is it? Asda? I guess that's what it is in Europe.
It's just owned by Walmart. They're not actually the same though.
Big retail stores, big retail chains.
Asda is strictly food and
Tesco's, then I guess.
I don't know. It's a superstore thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be Tesco's, I guess.
Yeah, it should, maybe. This is needlessly confusing.
Well, Asda is similar to Tesco. Just Asda is owned by Walmart.
Is it?
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
Well, time to choose the camo for my Panzer III for the Kursk build.
Basically, do whatever you want.
Yeah, what I'm looking at here, they've got 3 different color codes here. The one that's most popular is the one in the box.
Which one is it? Show it.
try to show you here. I don't have my camera. I can't see what I'm doing. Hold on.
Hey, good morning, Clem. Clem is in chat.
Hey, Clem, what's up, man?
Hey, Clem.
Yeah, that's
Hello.
Dragon. That's shit because it doesn't have a color callout. It's not in color.
I have to go look at the numbers. Now, here's my question, though. See, the top one is on the box art. That's the one I see in the people paint the most as far as the, you know, and then the second two, like the middle one, like the bottom one almost looks like graffiti. The second one is more scribbles.
Yeah, but you have to figure out they just used brushes and paint that was at hand, and then just do something.
I'm just saying, why aren't more people painting them like these two?
Well, the
like
from the top, that's just shit hard to do.
Because it's harder.
Gotcha. I honestly think this top one would be harder to do.
Well,
I'm going to screw it up no matter what, probably.
Just take a good look at the second. There are multiple colors in there, so.
Yes, yeah, you got they use red brown. I think is one of the alternate ones.
Yeah.
Red brown, khaki green.
And a lot of people, especially with Dragon, just use the box art because that's in color.
Yes.
Choose your colors carefully.
You will be rivet counted.
Well, I'll tell you what. I looked for khaki green last night with Tamiya paint. They don't seem to have they didn't have the color at the store. For the dark green, so I may be mixing my own dark green, and you guys know how that'll turn out.
So you know those things that some places have where it's like a little book where you write, where it's like what brought you to whatever, and then you write down the reasoning. That just like not really a thing.
A guest book.
Yeah, a guest book. So there's this one that I found, which is these. The thing is, it's what brought you to Florida. So someone put down, I threw a dart at the map, and it landed in the trash can.
That's nice.
Oh, and there's a lot of like really like it's satire. I find it fun.
I'm gonna try. I might try that. I'm gonna try the second or third one.
Brave.
Well, if the soldiers are painted on with broomsticks and leaves off a tree, then I don't have too much to worry about.
No, but they didn't have rivet counters breathing down their necks. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Because I was there.
Yeah, I got him gigas.
I was at Kursk, and my tank didn't look like that. I'd ask Hamilcar if you ever. Hamilcar, did you see that paint call out?
Yeah, I did.
What have you ever tried those color schemes on the second and third one? I'll hold it up.
No, not like the third one, like kinda, sort of, yeah. But the second one never. But I really want to do like some kind of group build at some point, which is like a messy camo group build, and that would be it. Like something just mopped on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The third one is something I kind of did that on my Panther 3M.
I kind of like
years ago. But it's not quite like that. Like the blotches were bigger, but it's like squiggly like this.
Yeah.
Fun. Challenge to paint this, but it's cool.
I think Freud was from Florida. He had to have been with some of the stuff he did.
Henry, you gotta let Florida go, man.
I won't because it's so easy.
I'm trying to. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it.
Especially because it's so easy.
Maybe could I do a cross between the second and third one?
You can do really.
Sure.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Everything is possible for.
I don't think the Germans really had some division did, but most they just did what they wanted to. I think there were some divisions they had strict rules, but
yeah, the thing is, well, it gets very esoteric when I say this, but like units would be somewhat like uniform because like they had certain depots and certain maintenance units attached to them, and they would use what they would have at hand on that unit. So they would have like similar stowage racks or the same stowage racks. They would have similar or the same camo. like the general outline of how things were done or approached was the same for a unit, not for every unit together.
Right.
So it depends. I mean, but then you have like funky field conversions, or they just like got like reinforcement vehicles, and they would leave them as they were sometimes in sand yellow and didn't apply camo at all or whatever. Like, yeah, I know people who did their research on this, which is, as I told you, it's just esoteric. I wouldn't have the brain capacity and the time to just deal with that shit. So
and to care.
Really.
Yeah, they give me, the, let's see, the first one is 2nd Panzer Division. The second one is the 6th Panzer Division. The third one is the 18th Panzer Division. So I
Google them if you really want to know.
I just thought if I'd maybe try to mimic one of them, but maybe not. Like the middle one, like you guys said, it's really hard because it's very wispy lines and all are kind of interconnected. That's the second one.
Yeah. I don't know. You can, after all, most of those vehicles are only documented in black and white pictures. So you can get estimates on how the camo looked like, but like what you see there is not a definitive and fact thing. No, it isn't. It's just an interpretation.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's very rarely, only rarely you have like a very definitive thing, but it doesn't say so in the instructions either. It just suggests it. You can't
it's
tell.
Almost like an artist's rendition kind of thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Usually it is. Usually, not always, but usually. And sometimes it's just made up. Like someone just felt like, oh, that would be cool, and it can't be denied. So,
yeah, right.
Like that kind of thing.
Clem, are you gonna enter the Abrams you just built there up there north?
I'll
where
just
you
do
were?
my own thing then and try to kind of mimic what is on here.
Boston.
Yeah.
Do an online. Have a search online and find someone who's done one before and try and copy it. It's an easy way to do it.
Well, one thing I found with the Scherzen, I'm probably saying that wrong, the side armor.
Scherzen.
Scherzen. The. Am I screwing it up? Okay, I will just say side.
No.
That's fine.
That's pretty good.
Scherzen.
Scherzen.
The a lot of that was like some of it was missing, and like Cohen was saying, it hung on the bars on the side. So sometimes if they ran into a hillside or backed into a building or something, they could actually knock it off.
Yeah.
These are presented as battle damage. So some of my battle damage, I thought it'd be easy to show a lot of the damage on that outside armor that's on the outside of the Panzer III. The hanging armor, and then you've got that band that goes around, which the turret, which is very thin. I don't know how I'm going to be able to pull that off. It's very thin.
Just try it.
The fit on those is actually pretty good, so don't worry. It looks more fiddly than it is. And once it's glued in place, at least on the turret, it's very solid. It won't come apart when you touch it or paint it. And on the sides, I leave them, when I do it, I leave them separate, each one. So I can, like, when it's done, paint it and all, and just hang them in, like on the real thing.
Yeah.
If you want, you can just put like a dab of super glue there and it's done. So, but normally I just leave a few of those side plates off because it just looks more interesting and you see something of the running gear. And it just kind of looks better that way.
I agree. I thought because I saw a lot of pictures of the Panzer IIIs at Kursk, and a lot of them didn't have all the armor plates on the side. A lot of them were missing.
Yeah, some of them even went into combat without the full, how do you say that? Without the full equipment. Some had like only the turret armor, but not the side armor.
Sure.
Like some were missing bits and bobs there of the spacing armor on the front or on the turret. That was just a thing. Like before Kursk and during the Battle of Kursk, they were preparing this. And actually during the Battle of Kursk, they actually managed to finish the entire thing. But by then, you would have tanks that got the damage already or were destroyed. So you always have ones without the entire thing.
Yeah.
And those pesky Russians wouldn't wait until they were done.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. No, wait, we're not done yet. Yeah,
The
but
other
we're
option
to
is just
attack.
to make-
No,
the
we're
other
not done yet.
is just to build Russian tanks and not give a fuck about green, yellow, and colors, and just.
Oh, that's only a few then, Clem. Sorry. Yeah, go on.
Thanks, Helmakar.
No, you're welcome. I love the Panzer III, so you kind of asked the right guy here.
First time I'm building one, so.
He has a love relationship with one.
Sort of, yeah.
You know, I didn't know much about it until I picked one up for. I have that. I'm going to have that and a KV-1 in a scene, and I got the figure kits, German and Russian, of bailing out of tanks, the master box kits.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, so there were the guys that are all injured and helping each other out, and then I'll have the German. There's a German officer with a potato masher. And on the other side, there's a guy like with a machine gun. So you have two guys that are kind of aggressively going against each other, but the rest are trying to get out and away from the tanks at the same time. And yeah, it was just something I was going to start out with the tank, and then I ended up finding the figure sets, and that kind of told the story. And then I thought, well, if I do one, why don't I do both of them? And then I just gave myself a bunch more work.
Sure, but it always goes like this, apparently.
It was at this moment that Dustin realized he fucked up.
Yeah, I've had that too. We won't get into my screw-ups.
The Panzer III and the Panzer IV are the most visually appealing of the Russian tank, the German tanks.
Excuse me, the Russian tanks?
I don't know.
What?
Wait. What was Seb? What's the tank you posted on the site today? That's a Panzer IV?
The tank I posted on the site?
Hold on, let me go look. You posted a kit that's coming out or something.
Oh, the Dragon.
Yeah, what is that one?
Let me check. I really think that I remember.
Let me scroll down here. Wow, where is it? There's a cat. Wow. Oh, there it is. There's the.
I think it's a 4.
Dragon USA. Yeah, Panzer Camp 3 Type K.
Is it 3?
That's a 3 Type K, it's saying. Let me just share my screen.
Yeah, it's a 3, yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Smart kit. That's a smart kit.
Yeah, that's basically a Panzer III with a Panzer IV turret.
I will say that gun doesn't really belong to 3.
Yeah, and the turret also. The turret is bigger.
Okay, yeah, it must be with that gun.
Was that a common conversion, or was there only a couple of those? I'm guessing there was
actually never saw it before until today. Like,
I'm pretty sure
because this is a 75 mil and the 3 is only a 50 mil long barreled.
So it's basically just Dragon doing its thing with Dragon.
That was probably like contemplated, and Panzer III case existed as a command vehicle, so it was like a fake main gun.
But they the extra
antenna,
turret.
but also in the Panzer IV turret on the Panzer III chassis, because it just was bigger, so you could put in more like radio equipment and stuff like that. But I never saw it actually being done as a fighting vehicle, like the Dragon suggests here.
So did they build that then, Hamilcar, or is it a paper pen?
I have no clue.
I'm pretty.
I don't know.
And this is meant to be the command version.
Well, that's the only thing I know they did, at least for sure.
Well, the 3 has a smaller chassis, but would the turret actually fit on the chassis? Doing the turret ring and everything?
At the CAD drawings there of the kit, you can see that the turret actually is wider than the.
No, I mean the turret ring. Would that fit? Would the Panzer IV turret fit physically on a Panzer III?
I don't know. I doubt it.
On the command version, they just fixed the turret in place.
They just welded that on and that's it.
Why would they fix the turret in place on a command version?
Because they don't
doesn't have a gun. It doesn't need to rotate. It's just a dummy gun in there.
If it rotates, it's knocking this aerial right off. I've got a feeling.
I'm pretty sure it was never actually like built, but I'm pretty sure there was like talk about it, you know, in documents and whatnot.
Yeah, they just thought like how to upgun the Panzer III, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't find a single picture. The only things I can find are that model kit and screenshots from World of Tanks, because they have it in there for whatever reason.
Oh, that explains why Dragon makes the kit. Oh.
Damn World of Tanks runs everything.
I thought that only artillery did that.
Yeah, you know.
Yes, I did go there.
Ooh.
If I've learned anything about like about, you know, just in general things related.
Oh wow.
Okay then. Anyway, if I've learned one thing, it's if the first image that pops up on Google search is from World of Tanks, it's going to be either fake or partly embellished.
Hamilcar, I got this one. I'm building it.
Yeah, that's also a funky one, yeah.
Yeah. It the box art sold me, and then everybody's like, "Oh no, that could never happen." I'm like, "That's okay. I have to build it now. I bought it." So.
Well, I mean, the cool thing is if you go into that paper panzer region, you have a lot of liberties anyway. So
yeah,
just like something different, change of pace, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
yeah. So why not? I don't like this personally, but like I like it seeing it, but I don't like doing it myself. That's
right. At least
when someone else does it, it's fine. I don't care.
At least it isn't the E50M. I mean, there's that.
What is it?
The E50M. It's a running joke at this point. In World of Tanks, there's a tank called the E50M.
I know.
If you go into like the copyright things that Wargaming, the company who owns the game, has like written down E50M, they made it up completely. Like it's in their copyright markings and whatnot.
Okay.
Wargaming made up the entire line of Chinese tank destroyer. There never was a single Chinese tank destroyer. They got 10.
I like all the little open top.
I don't care. It works.
So
anything
talking about
related with China is real. Like if it's
wait.
It's real.
Didn't China have shit tons of Su-76s?
Yeah. Su-76s, Su-100s, Su-152s, or no, ISU-152s, and a whole bunch of other things. Yeah, they got a lot from USSR.
It's the same thing as making up for wargaming. You got World of Warships. The Germans actually got 6 aircraft carriers.
Yeah. And they never even had one operational.
I mean, talking about making stuff up.
Wargaming, that's their thing.
It's a game.
It's a game at the end of the day. It's got to be balanced somehow.
But it's not balanced anyway.
Still,
that's why I play War Thunder. So
yeah, I do too. I mean, I will admit I mostly go for War Thunder at this point.
War Thunder tank more interesting.
Yeah, that's true, but still taking your King Tower up to a T-54, still not really nice, is it?
What I want one day is like as soon as War Thunder, if they ever get like a Chinese branch or if they get that, I'm going completely to them, screwing World of Tanks, because I just want Chinese tanks. That's all I want.
Go buy them. They're cheap.
58 best tank. Well, no, yeah. The ones they sell are going to be off-brand garbage. You just hit one bump and the whole thing breaks apart. If you want the true stuff, you have to be a government.
Kind of like the Chinese tank at the tank biathlon last year.
That doesn't count. It was tampered with. Yeah. It
was Putin. He didn't want to lose.
Type 96, best tank.
Where did I leave?
I gotta take off. I'll see you guys. I'll be back. So if you're still on after the lights go out, I'll be here. I might be back.
I'll let you know. Don't worry.
All right.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Later. Bye.
Bye. Whoops. That wasn't the right red button. There we go.
I have to send someone to the bed. I'm back in a sec.
Oh, I'm tired.
No, it's keep getting late here.
It's still like 9 something in the morning here, but I'm just. I overslept last night, and when you oversleep, it's more tiring than undersleeping.
It's 4 p.m. right now. Yeah. I want one of those Russian helmets, the ones that the tankers used to wear.
Yeah, very cool. I wore one in a T-34. And you need that. I've actually hurt myself in the tank. Like bang my head somewhere and started to bleed.
You need them.
And then I was like, okay, give me that thing.
I knocked my head just getting into a T-55. That hurt as well.
I stay away. I like the look of Soviet vehicles, but then again, I don't like the idea of having my skull split open again. So, yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, I was watching the Chieftain, the Chieftain's Hatch.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing a talk I came across. And apparently in World War II, the British tankers suffered the most head injuries out of all the Allied nations.
Because they wore the stupid berets only.
Yep, because they wore berets.
Yeah, I mean, you have to look fancy. And dashing and everything, so...
You ain't gonna look dashing if half of your skull's split open.
Oh no, you're not going to look dashing if you've been hit by a fucking round inside of a Valentine or a Matilda or something, are you?
The Valentine.
Well, did you look dashing when it happened?
Yeah, you look dashing beforehand, and then afterwards you look pretty fucking dead. But hey, what's wrong with it?
The thing is, the Germans had the same thing going on with their mountaineer troops. They wore, they had helmets, but they wore the mountain cap, which is kind of like the later war field cap, very similar.
Which is, it's weird because during World War I, especially on the Italian front, the Austrians and the Italians found out that fighting in mountainous terrain without helmets leads to a lot of extra casualties.
Yeah, I mean, apparently there was a thing that mountaineers don't have helmets. And even in World War II, the guys were like, well, we have them on our belt, we wear them, we have them with us, but we don't wear them. And they had a lot of head injuries that way. And they didn't give a damn, they just would keep going this way. The entire thing. They were just like, whoop, that's our thing. We are allowed to wear these caps, so we do.
Didn't the Italians wear those stupid feather hats?
They're not stupid.
They are stupid. They're huge targets.
They in fact still do.
Oh,
they have camo and everything, and still have the feathers and everything. Various types of them. Like some have like the Alpini have a single feather, like the mountaineers. But there are other troops which have on the side ginormous feather things.
On
one side, kind of funky looking.
The best ever worn by any military during any war. It was worn by a German division that was, what's the word? Led mostly by Albanians. I've left a little
Hanshar guys, Bosnians and whatever.
No. No. The what was it? The 21st what was it? The 21st Waffen Mountain Division. I think they were called the Skanderbeg Battalion or something like that. They had the best hats ever.
I don't think so.
You do.
No.
The Fez is
no.
Why would you go into
The Fez is
battle
best.
wearing a fucking fez?
Oh shit!
I really like the pre-World War One German colonial troops. They had those like Aussie hats, you know, like a cowboy hat, just cooler, you know, that kind of thing.
I should know the name of those.
I don't know the name of it in English, but they're really really good looking. I think if I ever get a hat, I would get something like this. It just looks awesome.
I want the Fez. That's all I want. I just want that Fez because my ancestors may have at one point wore those.
Slouch, that's it. The slouch hat.
I want the Fez. It's the best hat.
See, the slouch hat was actually kind of useful because, like, most of the Anzac Army, well, most of the Australian Army during World War One were mounted troops. So they were like, that's the one.
And when you get all those stuff, do you get matching purses as well?
I will never understand the fact that they gave Fezes to the Croatians. Like, that kind of always confused me.
Well, guys, it's very late now, and I will get some sleep. So great talking to you guys, and
yeah, nice having you again. In a
see
while.
you soon. Bye bye.
And see you next time. Bye bye.
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 Good night.
Oh.
What is it, Chalky?
Cramp.
Oh, wonderful.
The old man got cramp.
Your diorama you're doing with the T-34 and stuff, that looks pretty impressive, Chalky.
Done anything yet?
Oh, you've like done more with a diorama than I've ever done, so that's huge as well.
All I've done is glued some foam to a picture frame.
More than I've ever done.
I'm scared of Serbian people.
Thank you for randomness.
Yes, that is my job, my friend.
Jan, 2 weeks.
Yep. My son's got his ticket as well, so.
Have they actually confirmed the Tiger?
Yep.
No, it wasn't. Okay.
They are doing all the
Preparations.
legal stuff at the moment.
Have you got a book beforehand for that, or?
No, it's just coming to the show.
No, I mean rides.
No, you have to pay though. If it is even possible to ride on it, you do it at the show itself. But I think if at all, it will be very expensive.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
There'd probably be a line like twice as There'd be a huge line for that stuff, wouldn't there?
The 2 years ago, the Hetzer was €50 per ride. So if it is at all possible for the King Tiger, it will. I'm guessing the €150.
I'd pay it.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Nah, not worth that much.
For £6 you can touch one.
I can give it a kiss for free.
Entry fee to the Tank Museum.
I could go and touch a King Tiger for free. Just have to drive to it.
I can. Well, more than one. Panthers and.
I'll say the closest museum, and they're working on Panther at the moment, is in Cairns. So, 2 flights, about 10 hours of flight, well, 10 hours of airports and flying, and you can do it. You can go touch a Panther in like a year's time once it's out on the showroom.
Well, Seb and I just have to drive half an hour. We can go and touch a panther.
Yep.
Yeah. I also live in New Zealand, which is like
the arse of the world. Yep.
Pretty much. Yeah.
What else good? T-34s,
Shermans, or Lot, Churchill, Cromwell. Oh, shit ton of artillery pieces. Dragon wagon. Trucks. They got a DC, what is it, 10?
Yeah.
DC 10 now they're working on.
Without
That's
the
cool.
wings.
I'm guessing they got the wings folded back somewhere.
Actually, I think they were behind it.
That was pretty much a surprise. What the fuck is that? That's a plane.
Shit. How did they get that here?
T-55.
I've seen plenty of T-55s. There's one for
They
sale.
got a Centurion.
Yep.
No? Yeah,
No.
well, yeah.
There's a sense there.
Yeah, it is.
There's a guy that's got a T-55 and a Centurion for sale, not far from where I live, actually, like about 10 minutes down the road.
Go buy it.
I don't really want to spend 60 grand.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I would buy a T-55 for 60 grand.
Road legal?
No, they don't allow tracked vehicles to be road legal.
No. So you can do that here. They're road legal here.
I gotta go, so see ya.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye.
Can even get up and touch an 88 there as well, they said.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They got a Goliath. They got one of those one-person submersibles from the Germans.
Yep.
Hetzer. Dora shells.
You can touch the 3.7.
What's the bomber they got in there? Is it a B-25?
The Mitchell.
Oh, it's a Mitchell. Yeah. Is that a Mitchell?
I
I don't even remember what it is. They got a...
Not a Mitchell or a Liberator.
There's a Spitfire hanging from the ceiling. With a... You probably know that, Chucky. It's a 5-bladed propeller, I think. It's a 9...
Yeah.
Is it a 19?
How the hell would I know?
You're a Brit. You should know that.
That's Nigel.
Yeah. He isn't here. You are.
A V1 as well. Got the Doodlebug flying. What's that great big big thing in the corner, Seb.
What corner?
The one with the big fuck off wheels.
Oh, that's the amphibious landing vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, God knows what the thing is called.
The wheels are massive. You call the ADAC out to change the wheel on that thing.
Prijzen, bezoeksinfo. La 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 la. Let's see, the vehicles they got so far at Militrex this year. It's a BMW R12 heavy catgut, R71 heavy catgut, R75 catgut with side thingy, Breda TP2. I have no clue what that is.
A what?
Breda TP32. DKW, Catgrat, Ford V3000, Truck, 3-ton, Hanomag, Horsch, Protze. Hey, they got a Protze this year.
They had one last year.
A leichter Schützenpanzerwagen. Which one is that? Oh, that's a SDKFZ 250. Cool. Lorraine. Let's see, interesting things. These are all SDKFZs. 5 tons, 10 tons. Blitz, a couple. Mautier. They got a 38T this year. A Porsche Type 62 Kubo wagon. A Renault FT. Cool. A running one.
The Fama 9-ton. Is it 9-ton?
The Schleppers. Kubo wagon, swim wagon.
They're the usual ones.
Where I thought they got the. There's. Oh, they have to update this. It's definitely not, because I think they had the headset this year again, and I thought there would be the Stuk as well. That's not in here.
The Fama.
Yeah, I think that one should be as well. Also not here. They got an RSO this year. Oh, yeah, there is here. Sverre Tjukraft, 15 ton. The Famo is in there.
Yeah.
18 ton. Steyr 2008. What the hell is that? Oh, just a truck. One special. I think there's a lot of. Oh, there's an update. The Hetzer is confirmed, but the 38T had to cancel. That's a shame. Well, Hetzer's cool. And about the King Tiger, all the transport licenses for France are in. They have to wait for the second half. Oh, there's gonna be an Opel Blitz with a wood, Holzvergaser that runs on burning wood. That's cool. Gonna be fun.
Would be nice if they had a bit more armor.
Yeah, it's a bit low this year. I thought they had told me there would be a Stuk as well. Oh well. Probably not then.
Did that guy sell his Stug? The one that had like rebuilt one?
Nope. He's keeping it.
Oh, that's good.
He's actually at Tiger Tankfest this year with the Stuk and the Martyr.
The guy's got one hell of a collection going on now.
Last weekend.
No, that was Tiger Day. You got Tiger Day twice a year now and Tankfest.
They must be like getting some good money off of it because it always seems packed out whenever you.
Yeah, they actually went for Tankfest. They normally had 2 days with each 10,000 tickets, but last year they noticed 10,000 was just too much for the area they have, so they turned that back to 8,000 tickets. But they doing an extra day, so they got now 3 days with 8,000 tickets per day, and they're nearly sold out already.
Jesus.
It's good for them though because it's money that used to keep the place running.
Probably earns more than they do on gate receipts for the rest of the year, to be honest, because when I went, it was really quiet, and that was a school holiday time as well.
And it's a non-profit organization, so and at the moment they actually were selling all those tickets. They actually run a profit. Do I say that correctly? No, it's a.
It's non-profit in the sense that no one's making money out of it because it gets played back into the place.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
money goes into the trust for the company.
No, the money goes back into the vehicles. They got a vehicle conservation hall. They got multiple unique vehicles in there. Probably one of a kind.
There's that warehouse full of stuff that's not public.
They open it 3 times a year for the public. And
you can see it. There's a viewing platform.
Yeah,
but you can't go down amongst it.
3 times a year you can.
Well, yeah, but I mean generally you can.
Yeah, no, and they with all the money, the tagger days and the just entry fees, after everything that goes off like power and wages and everything, they actually got enough money to build a new workshop so they can do more work on restoring things.
Cool.
I am quite enjoying watching the Matilda videos.
Yeah, that's almost done now. It should run before the end of the month. That's cool. And then the question is, what to do next?
It's camel.
They got a couple of those, I think.
If you're doing the artillery camel, get the artillery piece.
It's almost ready to be shipped, so.
It's coming to someone we know's bench soon.
Hopefully it will.
Don't put on
Wasn't about me.
Can be more than one.
I shall be purchasing that one.
I'm just hoping they do the measurements right with the barrel because it's a 2-piece barrel. It's kind of a shame.
Just do my trick and put it into a drill.
Yeah, that's a very quick way to fuck it up because it's not completely round.
Oh, okay. So it's not a round actual barrel. It's not. It's a
Well, you got sights and everything on it there, of course.
Oh, I wish I was just paint figures like I did when I was a kid. It'd be over in 10 minutes.
Paint figures like I do. Don't.
Not at all.
The way Chucky was on about is he gets his figure and dips it into the paint. Drip dries.
I had green and I had a flesh tone when I was a kid, and that was it. Slap,
all you
slap,
need
bang.
green. That's the one thing I need to really figure out is doing flesh tones. I kind of do it, but not very well.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly.
You do wet blending, don't you?
What?
Kind of. I just keep going over it until it looks right. I might go back to oil paints actually.
Oil paints scare me.
Yeah, but you can mess with them for ages.
Look up.
It take about 2
If
years
you
to
want,
dry.
there's a guy called James Wapple who has some videos of him doing busts, like skin tones and stuff with just oil paints, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is, but they still scare me.
Because he'll spend like an hour and it will be done, but everything's still movable. So if he wants to change it, he can because it's still wet.
Yeah, the good thing about oil paints is that you can do the blending well.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, otherwise you've only got like about 30 seconds.
That's why you use wafer thin coats. Acrylic.
Glazes.
Only 8 more to go.
Woohoo!
Wafer feed.
A wafer thin mincer. Fuck off, I'm stuffed.
This may be a controversial statement, but I still think that's possibly the best of the Monty Python movie.
Nah, I'm Life of Brian fan myself.
That's on Netflix at the moment.
Is it?
Yep.
Life of Brian has me in stitches every time I watch it. I've watched it thousands of times. Or hundreds.
Hundreds of thousands.
I started watching the Holy Grail the other day on Netflix, and after about 15 minutes, I turned it off.
Holy Grail goes mental.
There's some funny bits in it, but then it goes a bit sour sometimes as well, I think.
Yeah. Same as Meaning of Life. Like towards the end, it just loses the plot a bit.
Meaning of Life is just chaos in the end.
The first half of Meaning of Life, though, is still brilliant.
I haven't watched that for ages. I might watch that tomorrow. Quiet tonight. How's everyone else?
I don't know.
It was busy early on.
Oh, the regulars.
We were almost full. We were full tonight, so. But yeah,
Really?
Gav has to pick up. Yeah, Gav has to pick up the missus. Mike is making dinner. Dustin is driving somewhere. So that's 3 already, and we're 4, so there will be 7.
Mark spilled paint all over something.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark was there. I forgot Mark.
Michael.
We haven't seen Dale at night tonight.
No. And the excited dude from last week's not back.
What was his name?
Nigel.
Yeah, as well. Correct.
He was from Gloucester. I remember that bit. Oh, he'd had a few beers by this time last week.
I'm just tired. Shitty week at work. Almost
I was
finished
going to
the,
say enjoy a long weekend, but you didn't get it, did you?
No. Fuckface.
Bank holidays, you got to love them.
Fuckface.
Got a long weekend next weekend.
Do we?
I don't know about you, but I do. I took Friday off.
We got long weekend the 21st. The weekend in 2 weeks. We got a long weekend. We got a Monday off.
Yeah. Got Thursday off. Seb, Himmelvaart.
Yeah, we got Thursday off now, and in 2 weeks we got the Monday off. Pentecost.
Yep. And that's it.
Pentecost?
Pentecost.
That thing.
Whitsun.
I was going to say it's just the end of May bank holiday for us.
Pinkster.
Yeah. That's our last public holiday until Christmas.
We got August. Is our next one?
No, we got public holidays. True. I got the autumn holidays for the kids. Summer holidays, autumn holidays, Sinterklaas, Kerst.
Got Queen's birthday coming up at some point, and then after that, it's like 3 months of no holidays whatsoever.
Oh,
you get the Queen's birthday? Even we don't get that.
I thought she just had her birthday, isn't it?
She has 2. She has her birthday and her official birthday. God knows what the difference is. But
The birthday is inauguration, and then there's her actual birthday, isn't it?
I don't know.
And her actual birthday, they do the big show-off like event thing, and then we just get a day off for her inauguration.
We don't.
So, will she actually step down, or will she die with the crown on her head?
Die with the crown on her head? Why step down?
So her son can take over? Just like our queen did?
What does she... There's
She
no
doesn't
point.
trust him.
Who would trust him? Fucking writing weirdo.
I was actually wondering, can she choose to skip a generation?
No.
Doesn't have say. All that can be done is he can abdicate on his own volition.
He could become king for a day, then abdicate.
Like, what's his name? The guy that fucking married the American.
Edward the 6th or 7th, I can't remember one or two.
Yeah.
But he was like politically pressured into abdicating.
Yeah, you think Charles wouldn't?
That's because he was a Nazi.
Yeah, he was a Nazi. Let's be honest.
I have no clue.
Oh, he was pally with Hitler.
He was a interesting fellow.
I thought Elizabeth was on the throne since 1867. She's almost that old, so.
1950 something? 57, 58?
You don't need to
52?
don't answer everything I say.
Our royal family's all German anyway.
Just like ours.
Oh, Greek.
All of them were cousins.
They married Greek.
Nicholas and Ferdinand and whatever the other one was.
Elephant.
All the offsprings of Victoria.
They're all German and all their cousins were Russian.
Duh!
Isn't Philip Greek?
Yeah.
He was Greek, yes. But that weird kind of Greek where they weren't actually Greek.
A Greek, but not a Greek.
Oh, that's the same with like I'm very rich, but not really.
Well, they lived in Greece, but the family wasn't Greek. Just like the Windsors aren't fucking British.
Saxe-Coburgs. They changed their name after World War One or before World War. I can't remember which it was. The Windsors are actually supposed to be called Saxe-Coburg.
That sounds very German.
It is very German.
I mean, the Habsburgs ran Spain for how long? Hundreds and hundreds of years.
It's all the same families, and it will never change.
Well, they look the same. Interbred.
Unless you swear off the monarchy, and that will never happen, so. We're officially a monarchy.
I'd be quite happy to get rid of them. Might save me a few quid a year.
Oh, yes. Even the Belgians are a monarchy.
They don't really do much, do they?
Except for spending money. Nope. And fucking around, making a lot of kids.
They keep the newspapers busy.
Taxes up.
I personally think our royal family, the Americans, are more interested in them than we are.
That is true. More, was it the percentage of people watching that wedding? There was like more Americans per capita than British.
Yep.
But then again, there are 10 times more Americans than British, so.
Per capita, like it's a percentage.
Royalty, yeah. They're not good for a lot of things.
New Zealand doesn't even have a constitution, but we get by, so hey.
I get constipated sometimes, but that's something else, I guess. Got one of those shitty weekends again.
Are you working again?
No, but will be busy the entire weekend, going places, having to meet people.
Well, because it's nice weather.
Yep. Kids' birthday party tomorrow. Yay.
You could say you got to go to work.
I'm not allowed. I have to come.
Oh, you were told.
Yep.
So, do you have so many hours you can work a week, or is it just daily, like for your tracking?
Daily.
So you can do so many hours, and you have to have a fixed amount of rest, kind of thing.
I have a minimum amount of 9 hours of rest each day.
But you could be working for 14 days constantly and not have a problem.
No. 5 days and 6 days a week. I have to have at least once a week. I have to make a minimum of 24 hours of rest.
Okay.
And that's officially only if I'm not at home, but abroad. But when I'm at home, it's officially 46 hours, which can be brought back to a minimum of 36 hours. Oh, and it was not, Dustin wasn't watching the royal wedding.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna get me another beer. Back in a sec.
Dustin was sensible then.
Yeah, got a royal wedding in 2 weeks' time, eh? Ian?
Have we?
Yeah, in Harry.
I haven't a clue, mate. Have we?
Oh, yeah, he's marrying that fucking actor, isn't It'll be interesting.
Get married on the same day as the FA Cup final as well, which William has to go to.
Well, that'll be all right then, because there'll be all the blokes watching the football and there'll be all the women watching the wedding.
Doesn't interest me in the slightest.
We got a bigger screen. Come on, watch the football.
All I know is the MotoGP is on this weekend, and I'm happy about that.
Oh, is that kicking in again?
Yep.
Cool. I shall watch the repeat when it comes on.
Jerez is this weekend.
I like MotoGP.
It's good fun.
It's exciting. Infinitely more exciting than fucking Formula One.
Oh, Formula One's boring as fuck. You should look up, see if you can get highlights of the Argentina race, because that was very different.
I didn't know it started again, so I haven't been looking out for it. But I should look out for it. Is Mr. Rossi still competing?
Yep, he's still around. That's why you should watch the Argentina race, because Rossi and Marquez had a falling out, and it was quite interesting.
Any new kids on the block?
Yeah, there's a few coming up through. There's Zarco and Alex Rins. Zarco on the Tech 3 and Alex Rins on the Suzuki. And they've been doing really good, apart from Rins crashing all the time. Carl Crutchlow is still hanging around, still doing cool shit. So.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take us off here. I'm tired. I don't want anymore. So Those guys watching, if you want, you can join us. We're going off air now, so hopefully going to be there next week. Hopefully I have a little bit of less work in front, so it can't take it a little bit longer. Till it's been 12, so see you next week. Bye-bye.